I think a lot of us have had that dream, right? Building a huge YouTube channel, getting millions of subscribers, and just making a great living from it. But what if I told you there's a smarter, faster, and way less risky way to make money from YouTube without ever having to upload a single video yourself? Let's get into it.
Now, this might sound a little crazy, but we've got to ask the question, is pouring all your time, your money, and your energy into a brand new channel really the best move? For most people, believe it or not, the answer is probably no.
Because, let's be real, starting a channel from scratch today is a massive gamble. You're betting your time and your money against an algorithm that owes you nothing. There's just no guarantee it's going to pay off. It is a long and very, very uncertain road.
I mean, think about what that traditional path actually looks like. You spend months just planning. You sink your own money into cameras, mics, editing software. Then you grind, making dozens of videos and just hoping one of them finally gets noticed. You could be 6 months in with literally nothing to show for it.
Okay, but there is a much smarter, much faster way to do this. Instead of trying to be just another creator in a super crowded space, what if you started providing services to the thousands of channels that are already successful? Instead of just joining the ecosystem, you profit from it. And here is the absolute key. While everyone's out there in a gold rush trying to strike it rich with a new channel, the real, consistent money, well, that's being made behind the scenes. It's being made by the people providing the essential stuff that every single one of those creators needs to survive.
And that right there is where you come in. See, there's a core set of skills that are in constant high demand from YouTube channels, big and small, and these are skills that you can learn to provide.
So let's break it down. I like to think of these skills in two groups. Over on the left, you've got what I call the big three. These are the absolute non-negotiables: script writing, video editing, and thumbnail design. And then on the right, you have these super important supporting roles, like managing the channel, coming up with content ideas, or handling YouTube SEO. Every single one of these is a skill you can sell.
All right, so you've got a skill. Great. How do you find people to pay you for it? Well, our first strategy is all about conquering those big freelance websites like Fiverr or Upwork. And the way to do it is by thinking smarter, not just trying to work harder. It all starts by understanding the biggest problem on those sites. Just go on one of those platforms and you will see it instantly. It's not just you. You're like a tiny fish in this gigantic ocean of competition, and trying to stand out feels pretty much impossible.
For example, let's say you just list yourself as a video editor. Well, guess what? You're competing with, get this, 40,000 other people offering the exact same thing. What are the chances anyone's going to find you? Pretty slim.
So what's the move? Simple. You don't try to compete in the ocean. You find a nice, small pond where you can be the big fish. This is the incredible power of specializing, or as they call it, niching down.
So instead of being one of 40,000 general video editors, what if you become a horror video editor? Just look at that number. All of a sudden, your competition plummets from 40,000 to under 1,000. You've instantly become a specialist, and now any horror channel looking for help is way more likely to hire you.
And this whole idea, this niching down thing, it works for everything. Like the slideshows, you can go from being one of 12,000 thumbnail designers to one of just 222 who specializes in podcast thumbnails. Boom. Or instead of being another generic scriptwriter, you become the go-to person for true crime scripts. You just cut through all the noise and make yourself way more valuable.
Okay, but what if you're thinking, I really don't want to deal with those freelance sites at all? Totally fair. That brings us to strategy number 2, building a personal brand so that the best clients start coming to you.
Look, a personal brand sounds fancy, but it's really just the art of becoming so well known for one specific thing that you become the obvious choice. You're not chasing clients down anymore. They're the ones looking for you because they already know and trust your expertise. And building it is actually pretty straightforward. First, you pick your one niche skill. Then, you basically turn your social media profiles into a living portfolio, just full of examples of your great work. But the real magic is in steps 3 and 4. You go find the online communities where these creators are already hanging out, and you just consistently add value. You're not selling, you're helping. And before you know it, they'll be the ones asking you for paid work.
So look, whether you decide to dominate a niche on a freelance platform or build your own personal brand so clients come to you, both of these paths lead to the exact same place, turning your skills into a reliable, steady income.
And we're not just talking about pocket change here.
The source material for this explainer suggests that earning $1,200 a month is a totally realistic goal for someone who really focuses on these strategies. I mean, that's a serious income, and it's earned completely on your own terms.
If you take one thing away from all this, let it be this idea right here. The key is to stop trying to be a generalist who can help everybody. The real secret to success is becoming a specialist, the perfect, undeniable choice for a very specific type of client. So that leaves just one question for you to think about. When you look at your own skills and your interests, what's that one small pond where you could become the big fish? Which niche are you going to choose to dominate first?